Are you aware that countless organisms face extinction? Endangered species are organisms threatened by extinction. They struggle mainly due to habitat loss and reduced genetic variation. Habitat loss is a significant issue. It can occur naturally, like the dinosaurs, who lost their habitat 66 million years ago after an asteroid impact. This event drastically changed Earth's climate. Dinosaurs could not adapt and eventually went extinct. Humans also play a role in habitat loss. Urban development for housing and agriculture greatly reduces native habitats. For example, in South America, about 20% of the Amazon rainforest has been cut down in the last 50 years. This destruction primarily supports cattle ranching to satisfy global beef demand. Development can harm species directly by eliminating their habitats. It can also indirectly endanger them. For instance, many species rely on trees for their homes. When trees are destroyed, not only do they lose their homes, but other species that depend on them also face extinction. Culturally significant trees, like the strangler fig, are crucial for indigenous groups. These trees hold cultural significance, prompting conservation efforts. However, development often disregards these efforts, leading to further habitat loss. Invasive species also threaten habitats. These non-native organisms can disrupt local ecosystems. Human activities, like the accidental transport of species or the intentional release of exotic pets, contribute to this problem. As urban areas grow, wildlife habitats shrink. The mountain lion, for instance, once roamed freely in North America. Urban expansion limits their territory, and their numbers decrease. Climate change exacerbates this situation by increasing wildfires in California, threatening their remaining habitats. Increased encounters between humans and wildlife can lead to deadly outcomes for animals. Lost habitats force wildlife, like polar bears and mountain lions, into closer contact with people, often resulting in dangerous interactions. Climate change impacts habitats as well. It changes weather patterns, leading to habitat loss. For example, polar bears are losing their ice habitats as temperatures rise, while the golden toad went extinct due to changing rainfall patterns. The second reason species become endangered is loss of genetic variation. Genetic diversity helps species adapt to environmental changes. Inbreeding occurs when closely related individuals reproduce, compromising genetic variation. This results in increased vulnerability to diseases and lower survival rates. For example, cheetahs have low genetic variation due to inbreeding after a historical mass extinction event. This lack of diversity makes them less adaptable, leading to decreased survival rates. Overfishing reduces the population of several species, diminishing breeding pairs and further reducing genetic diversity. Monoculture in agriculture creates efficiency but reduces genetic variation. Relying on a single crop type, like the russet Burbank potato, limits the ability to adapt to environmental changes. Plant breeders counteract this loss of variation by collecting genes from wild species, which can enhance disease resistance and adaptability. However, climate change threatens these wild sources. The IUCN maintains the Red List of threatened species, assessing conservation statuses based on various criteria. Species can be classified from least concern to extinct. The Red List highlights not only the populations of various species but also identifies their conservation needs. For instance, the American bison has a near-threatened status, recovering from near extinction. They remain vulnerable due to habitat loss. Similarly, several vulnerable species like the Ethiopian banana frog face threats from habitat degradation. Endangered species, like the scimitar horned oryx and Indus River dolphin, illustrate how human actions can severely impact animal populations. The oryx faced extinction due to overhunting but has begun to recover through conservation efforts. Critically endangered species rest on the brink of extinction. For instance, the Bolivian chinchilla rat and Galapagos pink land iguana have extremely limited populations and face constant threats. Efforts to protect endangered species are vital. Laws, like the Endangered Species Act, safeguard habitats. Individual efforts can also have a significant impact. Support wildlife conservation through donations, plant native gardens, or advocate for stronger protections. The Convention on Biological Diversity aims to enhance conservation efforts globally. It's crucial in monitoring wildlife and species populations. Join the movement to protect endangered species. Learn more, support conservation organizations, and become a voice for those that cannot speak. Together, we can fight to preserve our planet's biodiversity for future generations.
Thanks for watching Zenvix. Subscribe for smarter health and science.